I actually got a question about that. I always wonder, like, when I see those movies that are directed by, like, I wish I could have worked with David Lynch, but I always wonder when I see those movies, like, is he really weird and odd, or is it kind of a contrived, like, let me do something bizarre for the sake of it being bizarre, or is he really, like, do you see him really being kind of, does it come from an organic, bizarre place?
I think, no, for me, it's not contrived at all. It's a really soul-based place. He has one of his feet is not normal, let's say. So he spent, as a child, he was always made fun of, and you're weird, something's wrong with you. So, I mean, that's one of the things I love about him. It's not contrived, it's not fake, it's weird. What's wrong with it? You think it's weird? You know, and he tries to find the beauty in everything that is weird and unusual and different. And just yeah, Elephant Man really kind of is his heart and soul. That's who he is, that sadness, that depth, that being mocked and terrorized kind of as a young person. Yeah, and he's and he also, you know, his best advice was always don't be afraid of the dark parts inside of yourself. Look at them, shine a light on them, that, you know, they're your gifts. There's nothing to be afraid of. So, he's pretty cool.
See, I want to work with a dude like that.
Me too.
Yes, ma'am. Say again? Frighteningly not very difficult. You know what I mean? Have you met him? We were like, so Will, we were thinking about, for this part, you could dress, fine. Fine. Yes.
All the time. No, something rather nice. My nephew, I don't know if you know Snow Patrol, the group. Yeah, my nephew, Johnny Quinn, is the drummer of Snow Patrol. So I'm very proud of him. It's kind of nice having a rock and roll group, you know, as a family. It's nice, yeah. But it was so lovely because his brother was getting married, Bradley Quinn, in Dingle near County Cork, in this gorgeous place where there's the Dingle Dolphin that everyone goes to look at. Anyway, so Snow Patrol brought in a band from Belfast, and Snow Patrol was singing at the wedding. You know, light up, one of those. And Jonathan Quinn said to me, Auntie Pat, could you do the time warp? I said, oh, for fuck's sake, Jonathan. I said, nobody wants to hear that. He said, the do. He said, I'll get the band to rehearse it and we'll do it, you know. I said, well, can he sing, you know, it's astounding, time is fleeting, him. And he said, yeah, he can do that. I said, all right. So the wedding goes on and the champagne goes on, and everyone's out falling into the sea and things with the dolphin and all the things like that. And then he said, Pat, it's time for the time warp now. I said, there's nobody here, they're all out, gone. He said, oh, we'll come back. I said, right, so in they came, and the guy said, it's astounding, but he didn't get it right, so I thought, I'll just take care of it. So I did the whole thing, and by this time, I kind of think I'm Mick Jagger, you know, and I'm doing, Snow drumming, and they all come back in, there's octogenarians, there's brides, there's my brother and his wife, there's mothers, there's Snow Patrol, there's da-da-da, there's 3-year-olds, and everyone's doing, let's do the time warp again, and the whole of Snow Patrol, and I call him Holly Golightly, Lightbody, the singer, you know, and he's going, oh, you know, and it was amazing. I just thought, well, this is it. And my son afterwards said to me, Mother, Snow Patrol were okay, but...
Yo, Jenny, what's the weirdest fan experience?
Weirdest fan experience? I don't know. I haven't had a lot of. I haven't had an incredible amount of them, but I've had a couple. I had one at Monster Mania, I think 2 or 3 years ago, and I was getting chased through the hallway, which was a little bizarre. And I ran into this woman's room, And I was running, and this girl was like, "Oh, we're gonna go to this party." I said, "James, where are you going?" And she started running down the hallway. Well, when someone runs at you, I fucking run. What the fuck? So I'm looking down the hallway. This girl's like, "You need a place to hide." I go, "Yeah." It's like, "Pull me in the room." This is the other half that you didn't hear. Like, pull me in the room, shut the door. The girl starts kicking the fucking door. Starts earmuffs. Starts kicking the door. So I run over to the window. I'm gonna jump out the window, but I'm 6 floors up. That ain't gonna happen. There's already a canopy down there. So I get up and she started kicking the door, and then the other girl gets mad. It's like, "Yeah, you're fucking my door up." So she opens the door to start checking the girl, and at that point I squeeze through and run and run into Sean. And I was staying with a mutual friend of ours, booking agent, manager, Sean Clark, who's also here. And we had a hotel room next to each other with a door in the middle. And so at one point we decided we were gonna just run back to the hotel. It was me, Sean, and a couple other people. And just as we're running in the door, the girl's like, "Hey, James!" And so she runs all the way over the door and he shuts it. And I'm like, all right. So Sean goes, "Open the middle door." So we open the middle door, I go into my hotel room, shut the middle door. She walks in, looking under the bed, looking in the shower, looking out the window, looking at Sean like, I could swear to God I saw 3 other people in here with you. Now that's not the most, yeah, I guess it's not very interesting. That's one of the most bizarre things. That was a dud.
That was creepy.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I got a question. Sherilyn, your weirdest fan experience?
He makes a good moderator.
I don't think I've had one.
Come on. Who believes that?
I better make
She
one
must
up.
have blocked it out. It was really horrible.
He's like, "Where's it getting you?"
Okay, that was the weirdest one. You win.
Well, hey guys, we got to get out of here right now, but thanks very much for showing up. And I got to tell you guys, so like, I know I speak for everybody. Like, you know, the whole point of this panel is kind of like the culty thing, and it's weird because, you know, none of the things that we did, we were never part of a huge budget production. We did these things because we thought they were cool, and the reason they became successful was because people like you saw it and thought it was cool and gave it to your friend and said, "Wow, you got to check this out," you know? And there's a certain magic that takes place there outside of the marketing magic, you know, which is its own kind of magic, but it's much less beautiful in my opinion, because this takes place where somebody goes, "Wow, I got 5 friends. 2 of them I want to turn on to Rocky Horror Picture Show, but that guy, I don't like him enough." No, you can't see it. No, don't worry about it. But you guys watch Rocky Horror. You know what I mean? And it's just the kind of magic. So thank you guys very much for being